Hey guys, in this video I'll be covering how to very easily win the Bootcamp Extreme Challenge in Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. This stage unlocks when you hit chapter 12 in the game and you return to the gold saucer. And this deck gives you a very easy win. You can easily surpass the required 70 score for all the rewards. In fact, you'll likely hit somewhere between 80 to 100 score on average. I will include in the video description where you can find every single card in this deck list, in case you are missing bits and pieces of the deck. The strategy across all 3 rounds in this challenge is very simple and straightforward, and I will narrate as we go along. So without further ado, let's get the match started. Round 1 is very easy. The only thing you need to do is mulligan until you get Shiva and either 1 Grand Horn or 1 Gigantoad. Every other card in your hand does not matter, you just need 1 Shiva and either 1 Grand Horn or 1 Gigantoad. So mulligan away everything that is not one of the two. I got pretty lucky because I already started off with Shiva and a Gigantoad, so I don't need to mulligan. But if you did not get either, just mulligan away everything else. And if you still did not get Shiva or 1 Gigantoad or Grand Horn, then just reset the match. You are right at the start, doesn't take a lot of time to restart anyway. At the start of the first round, you get 2 bonus Gigantoa cards. And your round 1 is always going to be the same play. What you want to do is place both the Gigantoa cards on the middle row. This will open up every single box in your side of the board, and they'll be either 2 pawn or 3 pawn, which is really perfect for Shiva. So go ahead and place Shiva on one of the 2 pawn spaces on the board. Now why is it that I mentioned to start off with also either 1 Grand Horn or Gigantoad? The Grand Horn or Gigantoad is a backup card. Sometimes the AI will have 4 score in the middle row. In this round I got lucky and they only had 3 score, but if they had 4 score in the middle row, what you want to do is place one of the Gigantor or Grand Horn card over one of the Gigantours. This will give you a score of 5 and win you the lane. Doing this allows you to win all 3 lanes on the first round. Again, you can have your Gigantoad or your Grand Horn card as backup in case you need 1 extra point to win the middle lane. And this brings you to round 2. Now round 2 is even simpler than round 1. First off, you get 5 new cards at the start of round 2 as such. The first thing you want to do is count how many cards you have in your hand. Now you do not want to have more than 10 cards after this round ends. You will likely have more than 10 cards at the start of this round, so count how many cards you have. Use the bonus cards that you've won after the first round. So in this case, I got the bonus Cactua cards and the Mai cards. Now the bonus cards you get is random, sometimes you can get the Jet Li card and so on. Doesn't matter what card that you get whatsoever. You want to count how many cards you have in your hand. If you have more than 10, just use up all the bonus cards that you won on the first round until you get down to 10 cards. So in this example match, I had 13 cards, so I have to use 3 of the bonus cards. So I just use and place them on the first row. It does not matter where you place them, and it does not matter how much score that you get. Once you have 10 cards in your hand, just pass every single round and lose this particular round. That's right, lose this particular round. You do not need to win this. The only goal of round 2 is to end with 10 cards. Now we are at round 3 and you get another 5 cards. At this point, you will have every single card in your deck in your hand. Of course, just minus the Shiva card that you used on round 1. This deck excels at getting 70, 80, 90 score in one round, and since you have every single card in your hand, there is no RNG here. You will get all the cards as long as you start round 3 with 10 cards. So you want to do the exact same starting turn order that I did here, which is place 1 Mandragora and 2 Jokers. Now there is a very small chance, I tried this match several times, or many times I should say, there is one small chance that the opponent may play a Moogle card that will destroy your Joker. It is exceedingly rare, but it can happen. If it does, just you have to reset because you need both Jokers. But like I said, it's very rare that the AI will do it. Most of the time the AI will run out of steam because they've played most of their cards on the first 2 rounds. Quick pause here because I need to mention something very important. While you are advancing towards the Queen's Blood square in the middle, you want to ensure you get 3 pawns on one of the squares. It's actually not that hard to achieve because you have the Heatseeker and Mandragora cards, which is very good at gaining ground, but you also have 6 replace cards as well. In this match, I had the middle square on the second column to have 3 pawns, but it doesn't really matter which square as long as one of the squares has 3 pawns. Here I thought I made a mistake because the enemy did get my 3 pawn square, but forgot that I had many replace cards, so just use one of the replace cards and gain back ground if you lose them, and pretty soon the AI will run out of steam. After which you just want to continue placing your Mandragora or Heatseeker cards and gain 2 pawns on the Queen's Blood square and place a bomb card there. Very importantly, leave the square with 3 pawns blank. Do not put any card there, just leave it blank for now. Put a bomb card and then put a 3 powered card over the bomb to destroy it, and this will cause a huge explosion. Destroying the bomb card will clear the board, and then what you want to do now is place the Bahamut Arisen card on the 3 pawns. This will create a lot of mini elementals. Next, place a Yuffie card on the middle square, again the one with Queen's Blood, the one that the bomb was on, and this will cause another explosion, destroying all the elementals. This leads to another chain reaction. Not only will it superpower up your Joker cards, but the elementals dying also buffs the Yuffie and Bahamut card. And hey presto, you now have a ton of score and you still have cards to play. At this point, you've actually pretty much won the challenge. You can take the time to fill up the remaining squares. If you are short a few points, don't worry, because what you can do now is just place your remaining Mandragora and Heatseeker cards on all the empty spaces and then replace them with your replacement cards. This will lead to even higher power on your Joker cards, as well as of course having the 2 or 3 power replacement cards on the field. Here I still have one of the my cards from the first round, so I used it to also lower the enemy's power, but you don't really need it. And I've got a score of 93, so there's really quite a lot of leeway. You only need a score of 70. Hope this video helps and thanks for watching.